Hello everyone, welcome to the Engineering Projects YouTube channel. In the previous tutorial, we have inserted the status and the current date within the database from the front end via controller action listener. In this tutorial, we are going to render the status which we have inserted and the date which we have inserted within the database. So here we have the AJAX call which pass the request to this get action, and from here we are getting the record. So this is the store procedure and it is the filter having get string. Here you can see we have get, and when we will execute it return us all the records along with status and publish date. But the problem here is that we have 0 1 2, which means 0 1 and 2. We also need 3 and 4, so we need to render that. So stop this. We have object dot status from 3, and we don't need to convert it into string. We need to convert into the boolean, so we will convert that. Convert dot, okay, we have to add it. Oops. Okay, to convert this we will use a simple casting method by like this, and this is for the status. Now we need to add another attribute property in our model, so we will go to this and add date time here. That is date time and publish date. From here controller we have object dot publish date is equal, we don't need to render this, 4 dot to string okay. Oops. Okay, now we need to render this too, so we will cast this as date time and add in the model, save and execute the application. Here we have an exception here for the boolean because it is not casting this record. We have another method which is to use reader on boolean dot get boolean, and in this we can cast this record and in this case we have to use get ordinal with this one. Okay, let's execute and see it's worked or not. Oops, there is something wrong here too, that we also have to use the column name here which is status. Now execute. Here you can see we have data null exception, and which we have not handled, or so we need to delete some record in which the status is null, so we can delete okay, delete some record where status is null, so that next time the exception will not occur. Okay, from become less than this id, where tid is less than, so we don't have null record available now. Make it continue and refresh the application once and see is there any kind of exception still available. So there is no exception available right now. Okay, so in this scenario we need to see the front end side. This is the first Ajax which will render the record, and in this where we are discussing the date. Okay, so here we need to render the date as published date and refresh application, and you will see the published date will appear here, but in some different syntax. We will also create a function which will return the record from this. This is the Unix timestamp, so we need to convert it into our UTC, and this is our status. So we will use status like this here. Okay, now refresh, and here you can see, oops, status. We have a different status right here, and we have status bit, and when converting the record we have status in status. Oops, we need to use status. Now refresh, and here we have false. Okay, so we need to use a check here. If value dot status is true, or else it's false, declare a variable current status is equal null. If true, current status is equal publish, else current status is draft, and place this here. Okay, now refresh application and you will see we have draft here. As you can see, this is the draft. Even that we can render the color as red for draft and green for publish. So I hope this video is informative. If you have any kind of question, you can ask us, and don't forget to subscribe the Engineering Projects YouTube channel. Take care, bye bye, have fun.